All right, guys, how's it going? So just a quick reminder, there'll be 2 live streams today, 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock UK time. The one this afternoon, we're going to do a watch along of the Trump versus Biden debate last night. I know like some people are not interested in politics, but we do get the community come in and do talk about these things. We were talking about it yesterday, so we're going to do that. But we're still going to talk about Liverpool and anything else that you want to talk about. It's just something to do. So if that's not your thing, join us at 7. All right. So we're going to talk about Rayan Ait-Nouri. Is that how you pronounce his name? You'll know what I'm like with names. If it's not Jack Daniels or John Smith's, I can't do that. Now, he's been mentioned with Liverpool quite a bit, right? And just let me put the phone down because this journalist said that Liverpool were in pole position to sign him. He is, of course, at Wolverhampton Wanderers. He is a left-sided defender, left-back. He's been linked with Man City, Chelsea, ourselves, and so on. Now, I have a few notes here. Let's see if we can go through this. So the person making the claim is someone called Abdel Ahmed. Now, have you ever heard of him? You might have done. I don't know. He made this claim on X. He has 2,424 followers at the time of reading. And he said that he will leave Wolves. The left side, defender is notably trapped by Chelsea, Manchester City and Liverpool for the moment. Liverpool are in pole position. Stay tuned. So is this genuine? So we'll look at a couple of news articles. Liverpool.com, they've gone with, and I do believe this is Reach PLC, Liverpool Echo kind of thing. They're saying that, they're on a headline saying that Rayan Ait-Nouri already dropped hint over future as Liverpool leads Man City in transfer race. Liverpool is reportedly leading Manchester City. What do you think sounds better? Liverpool is reportedly leading Manchester City, or Liverpool are reportedly? I always go with are. Just personal preference. I always wonder what you think. So Liverpool is reportedly leading Man City, Chelsea in the race to sign Wolves star. The Wolves star, who is claimed to be, on his way, set to leave Molineux this summer. According to journalist Abdel Ahmed, and that one tweet that I've mentioned to you, well, it's not a tweet now, it's called a post. He's set to leave this summer with blah, 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 all the exact same stuff. The Algeria international would cost as much as £59 million, which is 70 million euros or 75 million US dollars. He's under contract at Wolves until 2026, having made 38 appearances across all competitions during the 2023-24 campaign. We've been linked with him previously. At the end of 2023, Le Ten Sport in France, who are a very speculative organisation, claimed that Liverpool were, keeping an eye on him. I don't know if we've ever spoke about him on here. Probably not, because I remember that name, because when you know what I'm like with names, I have a terrible memory, but I think I would remember that name. Maybe we've discussed him on the members' website. I don't know. There are suggestions that Liverpool will be open to offers for Tsimikas, and that Slot and Richard Hughes, or Dick as I like to call him, could be on the lookout for another option at left back. That has been mooted around quite a bit actually this summer. The player hasn't given any indication that he's looking for a move. Last week, he said, I'm very happy with a very good season, behind him. We won a lot of important games with the new manager, and me and my teammates are very happy, and hopefully they will be the same next season. The previous season, when he was talking about 22-23, was a little bit hard for me, but I have a lot of confidence, and I knew what I could do on the pitch, and this season I was able to show that. It was a very good season for me and for everyone. And then he said, for sure, I'm very happy here. So the asking price is, well, we don't know it's an asking price. The mooted valuation is I think, would be too high for Liverpool. That's my first reaction. So a little bit about him. He's France-born, and he is described as a specialist in tucking into midfield as well to help his club build out from the back. He's a terrific passer of the ball and uses his superb dribbling ability to escape pressure. His ability to seamlessly transition from defence to midfield and contribute to build-up play aligns perfectly with Slott's tactical philosophy. Now, he is represented by Chesterfield. I've told you about Chesterfield many, many times before. Liverpool, they've got a good relationship with Chesterfield. And there are existing Liverpool players on their books. Now, I think that would be Darwin Núñez, Jota. I think there's more, but we'll have a look in a minute. But I think Darwin Núñez and Jota are represented by Chesterfield. Fabinho was as well, I think. So we're going to have a nosy, because what I do know is that Chesterfield also represent the likes of Lenny Yoro, right? So let's just have a look. Here we go. Let's open it up. Please don't take forever to load. I hate waiting for things in life to you guys. I'm very impatient. Here we go. Right, Chesterfield. So let's have a look at the client list. There's some players here, you know, that have been linked with Liverpool as well. And I want you to continue listening because it's important. So yes, Darwin Núñez. Pedro Neto, a player linked to Liverpool repeatedly. We know that Pedro Neto underwent a medical examination about a possible move to Liverpool, not a medical, pre-transfer medical, but a medical examination, which was under the blessing of his club at the time. So it was all known and it was organised for Liverpool. He'd had them injuries or whatever, and Liverpool had a look at him. They requested medical, so his club must have been at the time willing to do something. The source on that is outstanding. It's like someone on the members' website that's connected to the medical side of things and certain individuals within Liverpool Football Club. And I saw a lot more to do with that I couldn't possibly, make public or whatever. So, but I have no doubt in my mind, if you don't wish to agree with me or believe me, but there's no doubt in my mind that Pedro Neto was looked at by Liverpool, but that was a while ago now. João Neves, Matheus Nunes, Lenny Yoro, Jota, Manuel Ugarte, Ruben Neves, João Felix, Fabinho. I'm sure that we've got more connections with these, but let's have a look. Marco Asensio, another player linked with us many times. And there are some other players that have been linked with us going back even further over the years, but not really relevant for this video, I don't think. No, I don't think there's any more Liverpool players, so maybe I'm thinking about Fabinho and people like that. Right, so what I do want to mention to you is that why this is interesting, this link. And what I've noticed over the years is that the club is often linked with more than one player at a particular agency at the same time or something. So, for example, Lenny Yoro. Okay, we're talking about Lenny Yoro and we're talking about this kid, right? Rayan Ait-Nouri, or however you pronounce his name. Both at the same agency, right? And I want you to just think about what could be said in conversations, common sense things. So Liverpool inquire about Lenny Yoro, right? And when they're talking to whoever it is, within that organisation, the organisation, just if you can turn around and say, well, this, it might be available, or to be honest with you, he prefers it because they've got a good relationship, right? But there could be an opening there for Rayan, Ait-Nouri or whatever. And Liverpool go, all right, okay. And that seems to happen a lot with transfer speculation. So it's one of the most important thing, if you really do care about, you like the speculation, whenever a player is linked with Liverpool, always look up the agency. And when you see that agency, you might not have the knowledge to know, whether they've got a good or a bad relationship with Liverpool Football Club. But always look to see who the client list is and look and see, oh, did they represent any current Liverpool players? Did they represent any previous? So, for example, if you were to look at one and at the time, back in the day, and it said, yeah, this agency once represented Mario Balotelli, you're thinking to yourself, Liverpool are never going to do business with this agency, right? But it might be a play where you go, oh, they were all right. There was no bad vibes or anything then. and you look to see if there's a connection between other players that are linked in a window. And one of the most exciting things for me, all right, when I study all this stuff, is when I see more than one player at the same agency being linked with us at the same time. Because that confirms to me, usually, that there is something there, right? Now, you could look at that, and there's stacks of players that they could be interested in, but the ones that we've been linked to, and considerably, is obviously Lenny Yoro and this lad now. So you might think, well, is that genuine? Is that one genuine? So what I'm trying to say here is, in my humble opinion, Liverpool are speaking to this agency at the moment. Now, whether Liverpool are making an inquiry like, oh, Lenny Yoro, and what about him? Or whether the agency is saying, well, we can maybe do something with him. There is definitely dialogue between Liverpool and Chesterfield at the moment. I can't prove that, but from my experience, that's what I think is happening here. So, like I say, when I see them connections, when I see more than one player at the same agency being linked, I go, ooh, that's interesting. So my advice would be to keep an eye on this. The Lenny Yoro one, I don't think so personally. This one sounds very plausible. However, it might stop at that point. So it could be genuine up to this point. But if Liverpool are being quoted those kind of figures, I don't see that happening personally. Too expensive. Is there anything that I can add to you about this? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He's obviously, a good player, highly rated player. Could be available, but I think it would be too expensive as to look as like a Simicast replacement or something. What do you think? Oh, that's vibrating. Don't get excited, girls. It's only the watch. So I hope that helps a little bit. That's what I try and do on here. Try and explain what I look for and what is interesting. And I find that very interesting. You might go, nah, don't find it interesting, but I do. All right. Okay, so how interesting was that? There you go. Keep an eye on it, guys. I will keep an eye on that one. Although I'm going to contradict myself, and I'm just going to put at the end of it, Lenny Yoro, I don't think he wants. I think he wants to go elsewhere. This kid, too expensive. But that's only media speculation about his valuation. So. But even if you said 30 million back up, what kind of price do you think Liverpool, not you, Liverpool would pay for a backup left back if they were going to enter the market for one? You might turn around and say, well, if it was 30 million, I think that's perfectly acceptable for an elite club. But do you think Liverpool would think that? Oh, I've just remembered. Oh, have I got some shite in my eye there? I don't know. Maybe just, no, it's a shadow. I've just remembered there was something posted on the members' website yesterday. I can make a video about that, but it will be for channel members because it's not come from me. But it has come from one of our best contributors. However, I can't log into my own members' website. Here we go. Oh, here we go. So I should have mentioned this in the briefing today. Executive Lounge Scouting Department. Okay, this was posted yesterday at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock yesterday evening. Right, I'm going to make a video. I forgot all about it, to be honest with you. It is on the members' website. I'm not trying to sell the membership to you. It helps me immensely, obviously, but that's a decision for you. If you want to become a VIP member, it's the best way to support me. It's in the video description, I think. It must be. But if you are a channel member on here, I'm going to record a video for you now regarding a confirmed, how would you describe it? Something Liverpool are doing in the transfer market, that's all. It's good. It's interesting. I can't really say much about it because I don't like to repeat what other people have said in a private environment. But it's to do with Liverpool making some moves and that, and it's a named player as well. All right, I'm gonna deal with that right now. If you appreciate this video and me trying to explain, the connection with multiple players at the same agency at the same time, please thumbs up the video. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, we're having a bit of a running joke this week, or a curly whirly, hit the super thanks button. Be appreciated. I'll give you a shout out in tomorrow morning's briefing, and there'll be a live stream at 11 a.m. UK tomorrow morning. But more importantly, leave me a comment. Yeah, read the video description. All right, guys, if you are a channel member, I've got something for you, and I'll be with you shortly. Or if you subscribe to @CopTalk on X, the bio there, if you subscribe to that, I'll upload the video there as well for you. All right, guys, speak to you in a bit.